And our connector, and we can appear in the Dark World, and that can be in logic to go find your Moon Pearl. Some statics in play are that Link's house will always be Link's house, the back of the bar will always be back of the bar, and the Lost Woods entrances are all interconnected with the exception of the back, where the boss is. Also, any drop-downs are linked to their connecting cave, and they are shoveled within their own pool. So that means Ganon can be in the graveyard. Or you could be up on the pyramid where he belongs. It is fast Ganon otherwise. And we also have key standing in the mix, so all dungeon items are shoveled outside of their main dungeons, so we'll have to find all those keys. But the big goal here is this is not a standard get the crystals and go. This is a Triforce hunt. Smokey and Meyer and the flippers from each of their respective starting points. And it looks like the Kakariko Sanctuary is the well, and the sick kid just lives in the blacksmith's house.
Well, he's easy to find that way, at least.
Having access to Kakariko is kind of good. It's not the easiest location, but it works out. That is, I believe, the Magic Bat Cave. So, how the Triforce Hunt aspect of this randomizer works is that as we get the left side of desert. But yes, as how this works is that every single boss heart drop is a Triforce piece. There are also 2 additional Triforce pieces located in the vanilla big key chest of Ganon's Tower, and the final chest after you defeat Moldorm 2 in Ganon's Tower. We need any 10 of them to make Ganon vulnerable. We don't instant win this time. This is where the hunt is of this cross-hunt mode. We are grabbing the Triforce pieces to make Ganon vulnerable this siege, using the new Ganon Hunt rules. Alright, east side of desert leads to the lake.
Yeah, we've got both runners taking some early connectors here.
And Graveyard found here, and that's actually really good because this is 4 free bombs for Jesse. Opting out of picking up that heart piece. Ooh, Teto has found his way over to the shopping mall without a glove and bombs. Can't really take advantage of it.
That's a little unfortunate. And Jesse's gonna get the full 10 pack of bombs here before leaving.
Makes sense.
You have no weapons. You know, you never know when you're gonna need all your bombs.
Because 10 rupees. Covered house in this patrolling guard, or patrolling housewife, this house. East side is a hospital, is C-shaped house, so an item here. Ooh, that's the old man drop down.
And Jesse making good use of those bombs.
Ooh, Pyramid Fairy here. We get Smoky Castle Tower and 3 bombs. That Smoky Castle Tower is nice because there are 2 item checks in Aga Tower that we can go claim. And we find the top of Paradox Cave. Are you serious? That is amazing find.
And Teto actually has some bombs this time.
Red boomerang there. That is one other concept I forgot to mention regarding entrances. The old man exit point for his rescue is always going to be on left side Death Mountain. Ooh, Chicken Hut here meanwhile. Teto not going to waste any time here. Paradise gives a huge trove of items. Finds the mirror.
Mirror is really nice to have early in any cross keys mode.
Yeah, so because of how the entrances are shuffled, we could have situations where there are places that are even more inaccessible than usual. For example, as we get the big key here to Thieves Town, we could have the balcony of Hyrule Castle be completely inaccessible without using the mirror to warp from the pyramid. Small key to Hyrule Castle. That is really good to have, because that means that there is no key logic shenanigans regarding the entrances there. Jesse on a half a heart here. That's a storyteller or thing. Oh! Teto X's out to GT, and that's another change to this mode. GT does not require any crystals to open.
And that's an awfully convenient mirror. Just getting over to the Light Mountain now. So, both runners are actually here in the same area together.
Yeah, unfortunately, because where Paradise Cave is, Jesse's not going to get that mirror anytime soon.
Oh, that was close.
Tita's going to backdoor into finding the old man's safe exit point. That is the bottom of Bumper Cave. Can't go that way. Someone in the chat is joking who needs mirror and you have a red rank. And I will say once again, mirror is probably one of the big 3 items you want to have in Cross Hunt. The other 2 being a glove and the Moon Pearl.
So, Jesse found the top of Spiral Cave, but being on half a heart and in bunny form, there was really nothing he could do about that.
No. So now he's going to go to the Kakariko Village proper, gets the flippers. Every single one of these pots here is 5 rupees here, so we're going to stock up and get a good chunk of change.
Oh, he's gonna make a second trip to make sure he's got bottle vendor money. I don't hate this.
I don't hate this either. This is one of the classic farming spots when you're not playing entrance. That's normally in the desert passage under the stone. Gonna start by checking the entrances out this way. Ooh, Super Bunny. And library has for us, I believe that's the hospital's house?
I think you're right.
And left side of Race Game is a storyteller. I think it was Dark's Think specifically. And Race Game only has red roof, so no need to go there, but we might need to go into that door there.
Alright, Jesse going back for this connector here. Or not connector, for the items. Well, both.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about this path that Jesse's taking here. Is while it is a nice way to go, I believe it is one way because of those blocks there.
Yes. Meanwhile, Teto is doing a little bit of bunny walking around, having come out of, I think, the bonk rocks there.
It's full magic and a small key to Turtle Rock. Oh, that's where Desert Palace was. Alright. And unfortunately, Jesse getting put onto the laser cave, or the laser bridge cave exit, so unfortunately that's a dead end.
If only he had a mirror or something.
Yeah, honestly. Would have let him check another entrance there. Now, if Jesse goes through Paradox here out the mini Moldorm path, I think he will be near Paradox and will be able to get the reward.
But he's saying no for the time being.
I don't blame him for this play, honestly. As we see, it's the Kakariko well. Where is that? It's in the Lost Woods drop-down. Nice.
Awfully convenient. And the Smiths didn't go far.
No, and I don't blame Jesse for sticking around in Kakariko. There's a lot more entrances left to check.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Including this blind hideout here. Oh, Moon Pearl in the well!
10-minute Moon Pearl and Mirror? What is this?
Meanwhile, Smoky to Turtle Rock, a heart container. The Ice Rod found, meanwhile, on Teto's side. Big Key to Eastern Palace. And the Lantern. Let's hold the Spooky to Pod. Now, the nice thing about that lantern is that is both a fire source and logical access through dark rooms here. And this is because of the entrance shuffle, we use the simple fire room logic. So, Fire Rod is not considered in logic for navigating dark rooms. Ooh, it's Lumberjack is the Lost Woods drop down, and it is for a map, so we don't have to do AGA 1. Good scouting.
Good, so that one castle tower small is the only one we're gonna care about.
Convenient vendor. So again, it's either at the grave, he's at the Useless Fairy dropdown, or he's vanilla.
One of those sounds worse than the other two.
Of the two remaining checks, we have Uncle's dropdown, which we haven't seen yet. And last but certainly not least, we have the Useless Fairy Cave, which we are hoping is on the pyramid.
Well, here's Uncle. And here's Hype Cave for Teto. Unsurprisingly, nothing of value in Hype Cave.
Meanwhile, Biggie to GT right there inside the secret passage chest.
Also, Jesse finding out that the stun prize is a heart.
Oh, this was the well. Wait, then I'm missing something else.
Well, here's Paradox.
Yeah, Jesse finding Paradox now, so we'll be in the mirror shortly. What drop down am I forgetting about?
I'm coming up blank.
Oh, Lumberjack drop down, like the traditional entrance.
Oh yeah.
Keto entering the water here. He does have logical access to East Depth Arc World here. Gonna opt to go this way so he can mirror right here and check the man under the bridge.
So, Jesse did not kill the Moldorms and did not leave Paradox Cave, so he's not going to find that GT entrance quite yet. I don't think he knows that the mini Moldorms are dropping bombs. And he only had 4 at the time, so that might explain that.
He also may just be reluctant in general to go through connectors right now. Just wants to explore the nearby area. Which I don't think is a bad play in the grand scheme of things, because knowing what you're... If you go too deep down the connector chain, you might miss something important.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Archery game at Dark Sahasrara.
This is, not bad, actually.
No, and for at least for the first couple cycles, this game is pretty free.
Well,
like...
it costs you 20 rupees to play.
Well, I mean, in the sense... I mean in the sense that the targets line up in such a way that if you just wait until the money target passes by the second curtain rung, it'll always hit. After a couple of rounds of the game, though, it does desynchronize. Ooh, Laser Bridge. Yeah, I think that's Light World Food Spot 5. See you taking a death there, but that's fine. We got a Smoky to Castle Tower. There's the second one. Item 1 is just dead, though, so that second Smoky is not really that worth. And we them at the Ice Palace. Unfortunately, maps and compasses are completely useless in this mode. The only dungeon prizes we even care about are the green pendant and the 5-6 crystals, which we can just talk to their respective NPCs to find out.
And to a much lesser extent, the other 2 pendants, because there's the off chance PED might be required.
Yeah,
so of course, in this mode, it's a lot harder for something to be hard required, given that you might get some choice about which Triforce pieces you go for.
Yeah. I think the only way that the pedestal can be hard required is if it locks... is due to key logic, really. Like, you get the one key that locks, like... Yeah, you get the one key that logically locks, like, 3 other keys as you need. Oh, there's a big key here. That's the Lumberjack drop down. Where is that? That is the useless fairy cave.
So... does that mean we have a vanilla Ganon now?
50-50. We haven't checked the graveyard yet.
Sank? Sank was useless fairy.
Oh, it's a vanilla Ganon then. Oh,
Wonderful!
Yeah.
Well, look. We're probably going to be climbing anyway for that Triforce piece, so having to just finish the climb isn't a tremendous ordeal.
No, and in an ideal scenario, that's our last Triforce piece we collect. So it seems like the end point of this particular race is going to be going to Moldorm 2. I think that's pretty much set in stone. We have the GT Big Key, we just need to get the other 9 Triforce pieces available to us. And realistically, if we're going to be doing GT required, it's going to be effectively 8, because we can also do the Ice Armos then. These down found, And did we find Hyrule Castle? We did. Where was that?
That was at the potion shop. Convenient sword. Convenient sword.
So both runners with the sword now. Fire Rod.
That's a good find.
And
Oh,
a
wow.
glove.
So we got the three. The glove, moon pearl, and mirror that you mentioned gives us a lot of access to entrances.
Yeah, and because we have the small key, the Hyrule Castle, and the lamp, this is in logic for Jesse.
Yep.
And because of where this is, this could very be a hammer locked. This key would be a required key to get the hammer.
Jesse making really good use of that boomerang. I love to see it.
And there we go. Rats in the ball driving group, so it gets its money back. Another big key to Hera. 3 bombs and a compass.
Okay, big key to Hera is nice to have. Means we don't have to orphan the big key chest if we end up going there with the hookshot.
And we're now going to check the other entrances here. So the west entrance of Hyrule Castle leads us to Misery Mire.
And this is where you're really glad to have the glove and mirror when you find this.
Yeah, with this, there's not really any entrance that Jesse cannot access. And there's Aga Tower.
And there's our first GT Small in Thieves Town.
The charging girts here in the fair driving pool, very nice. Let's go out to Skullwoods here.
Okay, so that's the map and compass to Skullwoods we have.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they have any logical bearing. I think they're supposed to, but with the cross on stuff, it just gets extra muddled.
Yeah. And Teto with a nice scripted blind fight that I totally did not jinx. Well done.
Very nicely done.
For Mire entrance, and 23.5 minutes, we've got our first Triforce piece on Teto's side.
And we got the fairy connector. So where's Thieves Town again? Oh, Bulb Shop. And Myers didn't move too far away. So quick to enter the entrance of Misery Mire here, which may be a dungeon, may not be.
And I think we have a vanilla Agina today?
No, Tito's in that area, I think. Or do we?
No, Tito's at Light World Hype Cave right now.
Oh, I don't think we do. It's rare, but it happens.
You know, we forgot to credit our trackers. We've got two of the best here, Fishing Boo and Maddie Walkherd. Very thankful to have them. And here's the dam.
Good find. Twins connector, meanwhile. Ooh, dark shopping mall. Wait, was the dam?
That's pretty funny.
The dam was at the Swamp Palace entrance. That's hilarious.
Where
So
we have the ice big in the puddle.
Looks like there's nothing of importance here in the Light World shopping mall. Oh, the Dark World one, rather. Sorry. Ooh, a bow for...
Oh, wow.
And the back of Desert found me on Tito's side. I think that was Mini Moldorm Cave. Gonna grab the key and leave.
I always like picking it up just to have the option of using it. Even if you know, rarely strategically have that as the correct choice.
Yeah, that's a bit of a tricky scenario here. But, oh, we've got the good side of Ice Rock Cave, meanwhile, here on the Pond of Happiness. Just some bombs. So, what Tito has done is he's stolen the key from the boss side and can use it to open up the east side of the dungeon. Well, what does that do for the key logic? Well, the logic assumes that you may do this. So, the boss of Desert is always logically locked behind the big key and the small key of the dungeon by the key logic.
Okay, Skullwoods is a pendant, and we found the back here.
Nice,
There's a
right.
small key on Zora Ledge, but Tito does not quite have enough money to pay the fish at this time.
Small key to thieves down there. And where's the Skullwoods entrance? Dark Potion Shop. Got it. And the small key Tito got. Ew! It's
Oh!
the big one!
And by big, of course, the biggest small key out there.
Yeah, that's right. Swamp Key to Small Palace. There's only one in the entire game. But it unlocks the entire dungeon.
And you know what? We do have flippers. So we could do a little bit if we found it.
Yeah. We also found the dam, which also is another big floodgate to that dungeon, no pun intended. East side of Desert entered. We knew who that was.
Are we just gonna go ahead and use the key here?
Looks like it. Tito's making a big risk doing this.
Yeah, it's not like... Oh my goodness, that's a flute. That doesn't actually unlock anything right now, but it's very convenient and worth keeping, definitely.
Yeah, I think Tito was setting up for a key scum. If there was nothing important there, he was going to reset. But that's too valuable to leave behind. And there's the ice smoky to ice. And Cave Salva Grove, also known as Cave 45, is the library and it has the bug net on it.
Aw. It's fine. We don't even have any bottles to go with it.
Yeah, I'd say that's a fair loss. Both runners now, or at least Jesse with blue mail. Had to catch myself there for a moment. Archery game entrance is... Ooh, laser walls. Good entrance right in the middle of Turtle Rock here. Jesse looks like he's going to start doing East Dark World here.
And like you mentioned earlier, that mirror is going to give us access to the top of the castle and 2 of the 3 entrances there, because we don't have a Master Sword or a cape.
And Tita's going to climb as high up as he can. This will be the last thing he can check right over here in the change-out room. Central entrance to desert.
And the other glove in Chain Jump. Wow. Well, hang on. So, you have a pretty convenient connector back up there if you needed to check the 3rd entrance just by going in the front door of Hyrule Castle, because that's Desert West.
Yep. And Desert East takes you to the Lakeside Fortune Teller, so there's a good place to get there from Link's house, even. Desert entrances are kind of somewhat self-contained. Just a little bit, though. Speaking of Hyrule Castle, though, neither runner is checking the eastern entrance of the interior, to my knowledge.
I believe that is the case so far. Digging game was just 4 digs for a piece of heart. Teto turned that down.
So we're running here, first sighting for Teto. Now, even though he has the mirror, this is still a one-way connector because once he drops down here, there's no way to get back up.
Jesse says no to the arrow game for now. Zora is pretty isolated at this point, so... You know, if you end up having the money and need to go back, you'll just do that then.
Yeah, and at this point in time, both runners have pretty much isolated Zora. Teto less so because he hasn't done Catfish, but so it goes. Alright, Jesse has now found that. And Tito's now doing Deathbound checks. There's the other side of Sahasa's house. We've seen where this comes out. And Tito's back in cap.
That's right, he never did these earlier. Oh, and speaking of Zora money, Jesse's got his 500.
Ooh, Mimic Cave found. That is over in what would be the Paradox Cave entrance over here on Tito's side.
Okay, a couple of hammer-locked checks right next to each other.
Grocery shop in Hospital's house. Not a bad spot for it. It's kind of inconvenient, but somewhat close to a food spot anyway. Have we seen where the old man cave exits out of?
I think it might have been the bomb shop Bonk Rocks. Because I saw Teto around there twice now.
Alright, so we haven't seen the backside, I would take it. That's the interesting thing about the old man caves once you have it unlocked. It's actually 2 exits. Alright, so there's the lantern.
Finally getting, the lamp.
We've got a good selection of keys here across the board.
Yeah, a nice smattering.
Not really any good Dark World access, though, if I recall correctly.
Okay, Jesse is not stealing the Desert Small, so he's not gonna get access to that loot quite yet.
Actually, do we have access to Village of Outcasts at all?
Well, those mitts are available, but neither runner knows that.
Yeah. So we do have mitts access at some point, but we don't have anything else. There's Sahasrara.
Living under a rock. Okay.
And Ice House where we need to go to for his prize. No smoking against tower, some more money, and another heart piece. This is one of the last entrances Jesse has checked on this region of the map, and it's just the hint tile that's normally in the light world.
Alright, the old man's start is indeed at the bomb shop Bonk Rocks.
Yeah, we haven't seen the back entrance though, I don't think. Alright, so Jesse's about to get this Master Sword here.
He does have the small key but no hammer, so if he wants to finish this, he would also be isolating the big chest. And Teto taking his mirror over to the GT entrance. And we have Ether for Turtle Rock.
So it's vanilla medallion requirements, but reversed at the same time. Kind of funny. Where's the exit cave? That is a connector, but Tito's going to opt to not take it. Docks to the hospital there. Quick PA floating item there, but I missed it. Pot of happiness. That is a nice thing about entrance shuffle, is that eventually, once you get used to all the entrances, you can just identify every single interior entrance just by the entrance area.
I still have trouble with some of those dark, or Death Mountain caves, not the dark ones. I mean, the dark ones too, but... Oh, it's Easter. No bow for Teto, though.
Nope, but can full clear the dungeon otherwise. So we'll probably see him collect everything except the boss. I also unfortunately spaced out where he was at.
Me too.
I suppose we'll get that information when he leaves. Unless he stays where, which is going to make things problematic. I think he's going to mirror and keep exploring, though.
Well, we've got a bit of a lull in the action here. We're still missing a hammer. That's a huge thing. There's the Meyer.
Meyer. Yep, Meyer Big.
And other than that, we don't really have too much direction as toward or what we're supposed to be doing around now. It'll be interesting to see the next thing that appears to give us some pointers.
But I don't think we've checked the normal mountain entrance cave.
Nice blind pipe from Jesse as well.
And Tito's mirroring out. Okay, it is the Super Runny Cave lower entrance, I believe. Alright. Jesse's now stumbled into Hype Cave. Alright, where are we going next? Jesse gonna stumble onto the dam here. Is this gonna be Mile Happiness check from Teto, or is he going to Dark Shopping Mall?
Looks like Dark Shopping Mall. So he's gonna find his bow around here. Or he could die. That's unfortunate. That really sucks.
Oof. Overall deaths are the worst.
And it might be a little while before he decides to go back there, too.
Jesse finding the eye lasers.
He's gonna get his mitts pretty soon, and I was wrong about Teto. He's gone straight back to Dark Shopping Mall. Which is good for him.
It is good on multiple accounts. But I think we're probably going to uncork the west side of Dark World here with some of the movements here. There's that boat Teto wish he had about 10 minutes ago.
And it's unlikely he's going to go straight back to Eastern, because it is a Triforce piece, but no actual item on the boss.
Yeah.
And at 46 minutes, Jesse has traditional Dark World access with those mitts.
And he also has access to the Village of Outcasts here from the south.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff we could see there that we haven't yet.
Gonna check the digging game here. Jesse can also opt to turn in the Smiths real quick because they are literally right next door.
Yeah, they had to move to the shed because Sick Kid took over their house.
Honestly, it makes sense for the Sick Kid to be over there. Just keeping him
Nice and warm with the furnace that was supposed to be there.
Ooh, Ice Palace.
Okay.
Alright.
Now, Tito's gonna go get his blue mail, and he also has Zora money now.
Yeah, anyone's gonna check Zora right now, it's going to be Teto. And if there's an item here that's really important to the seed's progression, this is going to be in Tito's favor for a good while. I don't see any way Jesse's going to check this item.
Oh, there's
Kane
Samaria.
Kane? Samaria at the church of this game. Teto, no. Teto! He doesn't want to do Zora.
Maybe he'll take the whirlpool over here later. I don't really understand.
He's just abandoning Zora. I don't dislike the play, but at the same time, if you're in the area, you should absolutely do it. Does at least find Hyrule Castle.
So he's gonna get his mitts.
Pond and Swamp and Mire are still unaccounted for here. Curiosity shop time. Ooh, it's the bottom of... So going through Spiral Cave was the way you were supposed to get over here.
That's kind of funny.
And I believe Jesse knew where Spiral Cave was.
Yeah, we might end up having to traverse that anyway for the item in the future.
Alright, swords are evened up. So far, we've not seen that much of stuff here. You're gonna head over and check the back of Sanctuary. Makes sense. Small key and bumper ledge. We'll need to find another entrance to get up there, though. Bomb shop. Tower Hare and Eastern Palace are a 5-6, so going to do Eastern does open up another entrance eventually. But where's Tower Hare? Well, that's Swamp.
It's one of our missing dungeons.
And that's Red Mail. So at this point, we need to find either Pod, Hera, or Misery Mire, and then we have it. Oh, actually, no, we need to find GT as well. My mistake. GT needs to be found. There's no getting around it, folks. If you're just now tuning in, as we have learned through cross-elimination, that it is a vanilla Ganon's Tower drop-down for the pyramid, so which means we do need to defeat Aghanim 2 to open up access to the Ganon fight. So most likely we're going to be saving Moldorm 2 as our 10th and final Triforce piece.
Unless the seed is really mean and forces us to go up there for something and then have to make a second trip.
Maybe they go up there for something, then we just power through and defeat Aghanim. That way the pyramid is open, at the very least.
Teto will be able to check the third entrance here on top of the castle.
And what's here? East side of Turtle Rock.
Oh, there's powder.
Unfortunately, East side of Turtle Rock is completely dead. There's the Quake Medallion, so we have access to the Misery Mire entrance now. And there's finally our first bottle in the Skullwoods big chest.
And we know exactly where Sick Kid is.
That's right, it's just outside the Sanctuary entrance. Back of Skullwoods is going to be the top of the Mountain Fairy Cave. So we had a connector over here. Teto,
Oh, that is another loose end tied up.
Teto checking the main entrance of Desert here. Smart play. I don't think Jesse did this. Unfortunately, it's the bad entrance of Ice Rod Cave. Teto now knows there's a quick access to Misery Mire.
Jesse's also hunting for a drop down on the correct side of Skullwoods to get the other two items. Three items. And this is a long walk to get out because he's going to have to drop down into the middle section again.
I'll probably save warp.
Alright, there are two more. One, two. Anyway, this is going to get him in the right place.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he just save warps out after this. Smoky TR, I believe that is his third. At least according to the tracker.
And there's Ether! Both of the medallions for entrances were in here.
You could have scripted this if you tried. Alright, you can turn to that bottle. Let's see what we got. Let's see something spicy. What do we got?
Almost? No, that's not spicy.
Nah, that's not spicy at all. This is a barbacoa burrito of a map. And now I'm hoping we get that message from Ganon when we get to him.
Okay, Jesse's now gonna go back to the laser bridge exit with that mirror in hand.
Oh, actually... Where's Turtle Rock Laser Bridge? I can roll the food spot 5K. He could potentially go there and clear that.
Yeah, Eastern is gonna be around here. Well, Tito's found his way to Skullwoods through the connector, and he's gonna get his 2 medallions. But not the bottle, because he doesn't have the big key. Not that anyone cares.
Not in this case. Yeah, I was like Hera, Pod, Meyer, and GT still. Kind of wild. And once again, GT cannot be skipped. We need to find GT. We have a vanilla Ganon today, despite the entrance shuffle. Spike gave it lower paradox. Alright, Jesse has found Easter Palace. He can full clear this dungeon. And he knows it is a 5-6. Actually, does he know that? Did he find the bomb shop?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so yeah, he definitely wants to do this dungeon then. Magic Tower now acquired for Teto. We know where Magic Bat is, right? We could turn that in.
Yeah, we could.
Where is Magic Bat again?
Oh, Uncle, apparently. And, that's where Tito's going.
Alright, maybe this will be the way we need to go. And we are going to be cursed with...
Oh.
more health.
Well, at least when we find Hera, Jesse will be able to full clear it.
Yep. Gonna have a nice coffee break, probably try putting some stuff together.
Tito with the mitts can check the Ice Palace entrance.
Looks like that's what he's doing.
He might go for Zora while he's around, I don't know.
I don't know if he's gonna do Zora, honestly.
Oh, the brewery, which has a map.
The pod.
Okay.
Yeah, Tito's just fully abandoning Sora. Oh, but we're gonna get Easton or Hyrule Castle here. We have not seen this entrance.
Is there anywhere this could go that we wouldn't have had access to some other way? Oh yeah, Tier
mini
Bridge.
bridge.
Alright, is this what we need?
Might be. There's
It's
Hera. Hera at Mimic Cave.
Oh wow, a shovel!
And Tito also has the lamp as well as the small key to Hera, so this is also full clearable for him.
Oh yeah, I forgot he picked up the big key. Okay, that's good. So he's not going to end up in 2 uncompletable dungeons back to back.
Thank you for the coffee
Jesse's
break.
got Triforce piece number 2. An hour in. Nothing unusual about that.
So where could our other dungeons be? I think at least one of them is unlocked behind a medallion dungeon. One of them could also be in Pyramid Fairy. That is a legitimate possibility.
That is also likely.
Yeah, we've had access to Eastern Palace and now Tower of Hera for a good while, as we now know. Alright, coffee break is over. Was this worth it?
Oh,
yes!
Wow! That's a huge find.
That was the hammer in the lower chest of Tower of Hera. Absolutely gigantic find there.
Alright, Jesse gonna check the ice entrance for his nothing. Oh, and this entrance as well. Okay, bomb refund for the bomb jump. Half magic. That's nice.
Yeah, very nice find there. Alright, time to fight Moldorm.
Hey, we even get to use that shiny new hammer.
Huh? Where's Jesse going? Is this going to be going to Hyrule Castle East?
It could very well be. Teto has tied up the Triforce count. He's also picked up the other 5-6 crystal, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah, I think Jesse's heading over to East Death Mountain here.
Oh,
no, he's in the
going
mire.
back to the mire. Oh, because he's got Quake.
Makes sense. Alright, so what's here at the Spiral Cave entrance? Hookshot Cave. Can't get the items here, but can at least move through it to get to another connector. Watch them high five. No. Oh, but it's Bumper Cave Ledge for the small key, which is from Misery Mire.
Now, is this going to be a dungeon here? Oh.
No.
Boring. Okay, Jesse going back into Hyrule Castle. This could be checking the other entrance now.
It's most likely, yeah. So our runners just need to figure out where GT is at this point. They collectively have information all but GT and the other 2 dungeons.
Yeah, that's true. We are also missing a bunch of big keys.
And Teto now is aware of where the Superbone crystals are. Let's see if he goes to Eastern Palace.
Oh, he can go farther into Swamp with that hammer now.
Ooh, yeah, he didn't know Swamp was here.
Alright, this could be the big break we need for this seed.
If he finds the hookshot here, he's golden.
Yeah.
Alright, Jesse has found Hera. In terms of items, actually, did Cheetah pick up Ether?
I don't know if he did all of the drop-down fun in Skullwoods to get over to the left side. I don't think he did. Okay, Jesse is going to Hera Basement. Absolutely no reason not to, but there's always a risk.
There are a few entrances that are locked by boots. Someone is pointing out. I don't know. I feel like there might be an entrance in Pyramid Fair that we need to do. I think that might be one of our dungeons.
Yeah, it seems a little suspicious that our 256 crystals were this easily available.
Felt a gut instinct here. I think that we have... I'm gonna say pod at Pyramid Fairy.
That would be certainly interesting, and we only have one small. I wouldn't be surprised to see 2 pod smalls even in pod.
Meanwhile, I think GT is under one of our boost checks. I think I'm gonna say Link's House Blonkables. Just as a blind guess.
Right, here's Moldorm for Jesse.
And here's Left Side Swamp for Teto. Ooh, Moldorm was starting that drop aggressively. Jesse, why is he not having the sword out there? Could have easily ricocheted back into the pit. Second bottle, first one for Teto.
Oh, it's a good bee, and we're just gonna use it. Look at it go. So eager.
It'd be funny if bees worked on blind, because just imagine sticking bees on them. They're supposed to do damage, but I think he's coded to not take damage from bees, maybe? I don't remember. Small key to Turtle Rock.
We don't really need that.
Novel Adventures is no.
Well, Jesse is going to pop out right next to Swamp after checking this, so he might sink some time into doing just the same thing that Teto did.
Wouldn't be opposed to it. But he also is in a prime position to check that super bomb.
Yeah, that might be something that leads him away from here.
Okay, I think of this order... Oh, never mind. Gonna check... Where's he going? Smith's?
Oh, yeah! Hammer, pegs,
He's-
and purple chest.
Oh, yeah.
And then that takes him... Yeah, oh, and the hammer house. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, being a little bit more efficient. Top of Buffer Cave.
No boots, we gotta do this the sad way.
That's on a map there.
Okay, not the purple chest. Looks like, Jesse has other ideas. Like the... Oh, ice! Oh, yeah! We have a hammer now!
Yeah, this is full clearable. So we have this. We know where Skull Woods entrance is. But I don't think we have a spare key yet, unless you grab one from the main dungeon. But that only puts him at 6 out of 10.
Well, Teto does have a key. Hey, our first shield!
I used to hate shields, but then I started then a small shield saved me from getting knocked out of Fake Flipper once. So it earned my respect. Book of Adora, good find there.
Oh, that got a little dicey for a second, but Tito's fine. He's gonna get Triforce piece number 3. And the Pendant of Power, which is blue.
Yeah, I think it's the blue color got associated with them later. It's flipped in
Oh,
this
wait,
game.
2 shields? Nice!
You can't write this stuff. You really can't.
Are we gonna get the mirror shield too? That'd be so
That would
cool.
that would be hilarious. Also, a nice pun there.
Wait, I made a pun?
Yeah, this is really. You found that it would be really cool if all 3 shields were in Ice Palace.
Oh, really cool. Oh,
The joke's so nice you didn't even notice you made it.
that's shameful. My puns are always intentional. Except, I guess, not now. That's our second pod small.
Yeah, finally getting some extra keys to that dungeon. Based on the low key count, pod very well might be our 3rd pendant dungeon.
Oh, pendant pod? It would probably have our boots and our hookshot.
No, but I was thinking like a bunch of the keys are going to be in GT.
Oh, that's also... Wait, we don't even know where GT is.
Exactly, but if it's a pendant, then it's entirely possible that all the keys are in there. Then again, I'm going off of standard logic and not entrance logic.
Yeah, I had to think about that for a second. Nice fire rod fight there on Cold Stare, and Jesse's gonna get Triforce piece number 4. And the green pendant.
Which he knows there's a house for this and can turn in.
Okay, now this might be purple chest.
Teto finally finds the cane of Samaria.
And he could go straight to ice right now. I guess after doing a couple more entrances. Oh, this is really nice because Jesse's got the book now. He can do Bombo's tablet and then do Pyramid Fairy. And turn in the shovel on the way. Wow! This is beautiful routing.
Wait, is the boss shot down this way? I thought it was up by...
Oh yeah! That's right, the bomb shop's not there.
Yeah, the bomb shop's over in the mountains, or the Bumper Cave entrance.
There's her third odd smell. So, hang on, that flute being just a convenience might actually be required to get the bomb to the pyramid? And that might actually be required.
No. You can walk it around the long way with Titan Spits and Hammer.
From the mountain?
No, it's at the entrance of Bumper Cave, where you normally go in.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, Swamp House in the Mountain Ascent, it's in the Dark World version of that, which is the entrance to Bumper Cave.
Oh, I just heard the word mountain and went, oh, mountain, haha. Oh, the green pendant turn in as well, oh wow. But none of these are really turning out so far.
No, but he's tying up a lot of loose ends here, which is nice to see. And what do we got for the book? Just a compass to desert.
Okay.
Still no flute for Jesse.
Yeah, and no desert small yet for Teto, so that's going to be a Triforce species locked out of until he gets that small key. And the big key, of course.
Heading into Thieves Town to check the singular chest? No.
There's no way, no. Neither runner's even gone back for Zora, and that would be quicker. Third entrance on top of the castle, maybe?
We know it's nothing. First, if I was going to check this entrance, I would have done it along with a super bomb. The super bomb being where it is kind of awkward to turn in. Because in Jesse's case, that is a long hike just to get around to this spot of the overworld.
Yeah, it might indicate he's not prioritizing it right now. Oh, no TR big key.
Gotta go on to Chris. Oh, you can't go to Crystal Roller. My mistake. Could go to the north entrance of Turtle Rock, actually. Just go out that way, collect everything up there while he's at it.
Ah, yeah, that makes the most sense. And we also get to check the exit there. Right, we're all tied up at 4 Triforce pieces again.
Yeah, the big difference here, though, is Teto could get a 5th by defeating Eastern Palace, and has the flip boot to make the Super Mode transfer a lot easier.
Looking like a Smith chain. Because of
Makes
course he's got
sense.
the same stuff you can do with the shovel and the book and the green pendant.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Alright, no hookshot. Is Jesse gonna remember? Yes, he did.
And Teto also getting slightly scammed out of that 50 bucks. Because even though he got 50 rupees out of it, he also had to pay 10. Saboteur Rock has a compass, Eastern, as well as the boots!
Okay, that's a big find. That gets us 3 more entrances.
Yep. The Sanctuary Bonkables and the Link's House Bonkables, as well as King's Tomb.
Oh, and Maddie Walkerd pointing out there was a Smulky we saw on the Desert Torch a long time ago. And 1 hookshot cave check.
And
We've got the
also
best
get the bug
trackers,
net.
don't we? Oh
Floating
yeah,
island.
Whoa, floating island. Okay.
Big key! Swamp Palace.
Okay, that's 1 more check. We could have a vanilla hookshot.
We could.
Oh, Jesse's never actually been up here yet. He can also check the TR entrance.
We've never seen where that cave goes. But I think at this point it doesn't matter. Podmire GT still not available. This could be one of them right here. And if it's GT, then I think it's safe to say that Jesse is in a no mode in terms of entrances. It is mini
Molar
mode.
Cave. Okay.
Okay.
Surely it can't be worse than Hype Cave.
I mean, it's the Light World Hype Cave. 20 rupees, a heart piece, another 20 bucks. The silvers!
Okay. And 10 arrows to go with it. Not useless.
Considering we may have to be...
Tito might miss that because he never got ether out of Skull Woods.
Oh, we're gonna see Ether Tablet here in a moment.
Got this entrance still. Oh yeah, upgrade fairy. May as well, we're loaded. And then a spiral entrance is Hookshot Cave. But I think you're right, Jesse's gonna go all the way across. Nice bow dash, that was so nice.
That was good. Oh, we're gonna go sabotaging the seat. Oh, never mind.
Oh, Jesse never came out of the middle of Paradox. That's kind of fun.
Alright, so Ether is just bombs.
We are finally gonna get to see Spiral Cave here. from both runners. Okay, I like it.
Yeah, we haven't seen this at all, and this could be something we need.
And look at those boots go. Zoom.
Ah, it's just a couple sort of rock. Oh, but Jesse can take advantage of this route and go check the Sanctuary Bonk Rocks and King's Tomb.
And pick up the big bomb if he so chooses.
Doubt. He'd be going the wrong way, and then he'd have to not dash. If anything, he might take this as an opportunity to go check the Zora. Oh my god,
wow.
Sanctuary Bonkables was in fact GT. So we're in entrance no mode at this point. We know where all but 2 dungeons are.
And
This dungeon.
that's the 4th GT small in GT.
So very likely that Jesse just clears this up.
Yeah, I think the tracker ate an input. He does have all 4 GT smalls now. There's Teto's Ether at least, so he could get those silvers later on.
Yeah, at this point, this is numbers 5 and 6 for Jesse, and he opens up the path to Ganon later. I do not see any reason to not full clear this dungeon.
If the hookshot's in here, that would... Okay, tempered. Yeah, if the hookshot's in here, that's just, like, the best outcome. I don't know about Jesse's ability to hover.
I want to say he can, but I never keep track of who can hover and who can't, to be perfectly honest.
Also, a nice rupee count from Jesse.
Yeah, just once across the board.
Jesse's league teammate Kaysden saying in chat, Jesse won't hover. Now, I don't know if that's won't or can't. But I'm gonna trust you, Kaysden. That's our 4th pod small.
Trinex, he's just bouncing another piece. He has to climb GT anyway. Ganon is vanilla in this seed. He must defeat Aghanim 2 to make the access to the boss.
Okay, 4 pod smalls and the big key now. Is pod ever gonna turn up so we can, like, clear it? Okay,
Ooh,
Kaysden clarifying. If Jesse was in go mode and Moldorm 2 was the last piece, he might go for the hover, but he generally does not hover and is inconsistent with it. Okay, good to know.
Alright, 3rd bottle found. Yeah, this might be a, There's definitely an interesting scenario here for Jesse. Let's hope he finds the hookshot in this dungeon.
Oof.
Not go mode yet.
Yeah, so let's take stock here. We don't have the Desert Big. We haven't found Pod. We're missing the hookshot for Swamp. We haven't found Mire, and we're missing the TR Big.
Yeah, so we still have about 3 dungeons that we can't clear total. However, GT is likely to be full cleared. Because we have a vanilla Ganon fight. Ganon is in the pyramid this seed, even though it is entrance. We know this because
we get his silvers.
We know that this is gonna be a Ganon in the pyramid fight because we have checked every other drop down possible. It's the only valid spot left for him.
Well, we found the mushroom.
Alright, moment of truth here. Small heated dark pals, that's 5.
So that'll be full clearable when we find it. Teto going back for the eastern clear. This is also his other 5/6 crystal. And at 1 hour 31, we have half of our Triforce pieces, the 4th sword, and the 4th bottle. And, yeah, no hookshot. We are actually not going to go ahead with the climb right now.
That's an easy spot to get to, though, so I don't blame him. Most likely he'll save Molder 2 as the last triangle.
Yeah, there aren't too many entrances left, and there's a full clearable pod out there with... Well, there we go!
There it is, pod.
And it's a pendant! You know, some time ago, Lana Bean mistakenly posted in this chat that someone was going to find hookshot and pod. Because there's another race going on concurrently on SG Main. What if we actually do find the hookshot here? That'd be pretty amazing.
That would be pretty funny. Magic cape.
And Tito's got half of his Triforce pieces now.
Yeah, the difference here is that Teto has cleared Skull Woods, whereas Jesse has cleared your Ice Armos.
So Teto is going to definitely need those boots that were in the front of TR, and the only way to get there is by going to the front from the back.
Yeah, there's no way to get to it otherwise. The front is locked pretty securely at Floating Island.
Alright, Mimic Cave. We did not see this before. There's the hookshot! Oh my goodness, that's a huge advantage that Teto kind of needs.
Oh my Echo. Alright, that's huge. That puts us collectively here in no mode in terms of items, but we still are missing a few key pieces of the puzzle in terms of the keys.
That pun had to be intended, right?
Maybe. Anyway, what are we missing for keys now? We need Desert Palace big.
Teto needs the Desert Palace small as well. Pod big, TR big, and of course we can skip 2 of those. So Teto could actually just get away with not doing desert, probably.
Yeah.
We may never even find the desert big at this rate.
Alright, this is what Teto needs to do.
Oh, sorry, pod, yeah, Teto needs to find the pod big. That was on the GT torch, but GT's also boots locked, so that's a package deal.
Okay, so here's the thing. Teto needs to find either the desert big and small, because he used the small key elsewhere. He needs to find the TR big. And or he needs to find Misery Mire just in general. Mire is still unknown to us.
Well, Teto is on his way to get his boots, and he absolutely does require those.
I'm thinking Myers at Link's House bonkables. I don't think we've seen that yet.
Yeah, we've got those. We've still got Pyramid Fairy, which we've been talking about for quite a while, and nobody's actually gone to do that.
Well, Popik was in GT, so...
Oh look, a pod small in pod. So I was wrong, there was only one, because that's the last one. So, Teto is also going to be able to full clear GT on his first trip. We have a real race. It's kind of hard to tell. It'll all depend on how quickly Jesse gets back to doing those couple of hammer checks in Mimic Cave, and Spike Cave was nearby, but he won't need to actually do that one.
Yeah, where was Mimic Cave again?
I think it was East Death Mountain, one of the Paradox Cave entrances.
Yeah, definitely still needs to do that then. I think once Jesse finds that, he just needs to go to Skull Woods and Swamp Palace. But then he still has to figure out where either Meyer is or find the Desert Palace Big or the TR Big for Go. So yeah, neither one is in a Go mode yet. They're close. But it's boiling down to figuring out which dungeon is going to be our last to clear. Between Desert, Swamp, or Desert, Mire, and TR.
And is Hookshot Cave going to give us the answer? One more chance here. No.
No. Oh.
This is going to be Skull Woods.
Well, if there's any time to check Zora, this will be after Jesse does this. And this is going to be Swamp House or Teto, meanwhile. If Teto finds the Big Key to Turtle Rock here, and the Big Key to Desert, that's... He doesn't know yet, but I think that's go.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because he doesn't do Pod, he doesn't do Mire.
Oh, he also needs the Desert Small. So that's a lot to find in 4 checks here. Jesse with a really nice moth fight. Triforce piece number 7. And we can pull Pet now. I mean, we're not going to, but we could.
Diver down. Single arrow and a heart piece. Mushroom turn in. And look at this.
We're actually going to Zora at 1 hour 39.
After we more or less isolated Zora.
Well, if he's willing to do a check like this, that probably bodes well for him going back to Mimic Cave in the near future.
I mean, this is just a big key. Doesn't matter which one it is. That's huge. Because then Jesse just needs to find the hookshot and he can go. And it's a big key!
2 Desert! Okay!
That's
you could have had that a long time ago.
That's huge. That's absolutely massive.
So, yeah, like you said, Hookshot will be Go mode. And we are going to check these Bonk Rocks, which could very well just be Meyer.
And no, it's the trendy game. So Meyer's probably in Pyramid Fairy.
And I think Jesse knows that. Oh no, we're gonna go into front of desert. We can get that small key, we can do the big chest.
Zero bomb. Zero bomb in transit. It's a desert small!
Wait, in desert? No way!
That was yeah, it was the vanilla desert. There was no text box.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so the winning route here for Teto is to go to desert, go to Zora.
Well, Jesse finally gets his flute. Not really gonna help too much at this juncture.
Okay, so the end game is set here. Jesse needs to go to Mimic Cave. Teto needs to go to Zora.
Oh wow.
But Zora's completely abandoned for Teto. He has shown no signs of going there ever.
Hang on, did Jesse get
There's
overzealous and oh, of course. They're just the is that even the last Skullwood small? It's the second one for Jesse. Okay, wait, so after... No, I guess this route makes sense, never mind.
Alright, we found all their dungeons now.
So if the Turtle Rock Big shows up in Mire, that will save Teto having to do desert at least.
There's Bombos. Jesse's checking in his individual entrance caves. He's probably going to check Mimic Cave, and that'll give him his hookshot, and that's go. We've never seen the back of the old man cave.
Teto going straight to Vitreous here. I suppose it's not a bad play. I don't know if it's faster than just full clearing first.
Well, with the flute, Jesse might be able to head over to Mimic Cave and get that done.
It would be a bit of a walk. What are we doing first? Are we gonna pull Ped?
Does not look like it.
Oh, this could be Pyramid Fairy.
If he opens up Mire...
Yeah, I mean, he would go into Mire, because he's still looking for that hookshot, which he knows he absolutely needs. But we are now tied at 7 Triforce pieces.
This is, I think, unfortunately for Jesse, the worst thing he could be doing right now.
Yeah.
Because he's going to go in full clear Mire. There's not going to be anything in there. I don't remember where Mimic Cave was. Where was it again?
One of the Paradox entrances. I think Paradox bottom chat said. So it is a little bit non-trivial to get there. I guess you could flute to 2, take the Hyrule Castle connector to Laser Bridge, or Turtle Rock Bridge, and then mirror from there. That's not the worst.
Well, the thing is, he's gonna find Misery Mire here, but he knows that he doesn't need it. Because Jesse should know that he's in a hookshot for Ghost scenario.
Well, okay, he's gonna full clear it looking for the hookshot, and if he doesn't find it, then going to Vitreous could very well just be faster than like going to Swamp once you find the hookshot.
Perhaps.
So Teto just found Pod, but he doesn't have the big key, but he will find it in GT. Which
Yeah,
he's
Tito's
about to find.
And that will be game, actually. T doesn't go.
Yeah, as soon as he gets that pod big off the torch, it will be go mode, yeah. Wow, what a turn of events! That hookshot being in a really bad location for Jesse. And here we go, 1 hour 45:50. It's go mode.
If I were Tito here, I'd probably just go to Ice Armos, grab the Triforce piece, mirror, go do pod real quick, and then come back in over here.
Yeah, they are right next to each other. And for equipment, we've got gold sword, half magic, silvers. There's really nothing we need.
Yeah, Tito will find a sword, another sword at the, on his way to finding Ice Armos. Honestly, Tito getting bailed out by doing the Hail Mary play to Misery Mire. Because if he didn't, he would have had to have found the Turok Bake, which we have no idea where it is. Or he would have had to find the Desert Bake, which was on Zora.
That would have been pretty awful either way.
Yeah, and then he had to find the Desert Small, which, thankfully, it was vanilla. I think that would have been the only saving grace he had in that regard.
Right, so Jesse skipped cutscene chest. That seems like it'll stick. And Teto is gonna retake the Triforce piece lead since, for the first time since, his first Triforce piece.
Yep,
Oh
very
yeah,
up.
Teto was actually still on Master Sword, so he got tempered. He's gonna be very happy to do that, and like you said, he's gonna just go to pod, and then do the climb.
Yeah, so this is... Because once he's finished the climb, he'll be right in the pyramid. Path's open up to defeat Ganon, it's all over.
Yeah, not too long ago, those boots seemed like a huge advantage for Jesse. But then Teto found them, but he also got that hookshot.
Yeah, I think the big difference is that Teto doing the mimicking when he did. The hammer was in kind of a cruel place, though, let's be real.
Yeah. Alright, well, we are tied up at 8, but not for long.
I don't see any way for Jesse to come back to this, but thankfully this is just game 1 and a best of 3, so Jesse will have another chance here to try to swing things around in his favor to pull ahead in the set.
Meanwhile, Teto wasting no time going straight to Helmasaur. Oh, Jesse's doing the right thing at least. Alright, here comes Go Mode for Jesse. And Teto gonna pick up Triforce piece number 9. He just needs to go climb GT and fight Ganon.
Alright, so let's go over for Jesse.
So, you know, if you were able to hover, you could have had a huge advantage in this seed, just entirely skipping that hookshot. Alright, so Jesse needs to do the back of Desert, which is fairly quick, and then he's going to be on his way to the climb, but this is looking like a pretty solid lead for Teto.
Yeah, Teto is in such a huge advantage right now. About maybe 2 minutes lead.
Yeah. And of course the difference between Tempered and Gold Sword is a lot smaller than Master and Tempered, so the sword difference is not going to be able to make up this difference.
No, the only thing that's going to make up this difference is how cooperative the bosses are. Like, a Ganon fall could easily decide this. Still, I think.
And speaking of bosses behaving, Lanmo slipping just away from that first silver. That's piece number 9. Jesse's just gonna mirror right out. You can mirror out of the Eastern and Desert boss rooms. Alright, Jesse's gonna go take the Whirlpool.
This will put him at the near Sanctuary.
Huh, yeah. And Teto is most of the way through the gauntlet now as Jesse's entering GT for the climb.
Yep. So execution's going to matter a lot here for Teto. A mistake during any of the boss fights could send him down and put Jesse ahead here.
And of course, both of these runners, like you mentioned, the 16 and 17 seeds are just very good. It's going to take something very unlikely, basically, for Teto to mess this up.
He did get a 2-cycle in Lambo too. That could be some time that Jesse makes up. Teto could fall to Molder 2. Could fall to Ganon. Alright, Jesse's starting the gauntlet as Tito's finishing out the Whisper Room. Teto also has to be a little careful here, because if he goes a little too quickly, or just the right speed, he could soft lock. Which, if you know what you're doing, you shouldn't ever have this happen. And yet, despite that, I have done it at least once. So to explain, if you go up the stairs just as the torches is just turn off in the other room, it deloads all the sprites up here, which makes the top floor unfinishable.
I've never heard about that. That's fascinating.
Yeah, it's basically an imperfect timing.
Oh, Jesse misses the 1 cycle on Lanmo 2 as well. And
did they
Teto
fix
is into
that?
the Moldorm 2 fight. Does that with no trouble at all.
Oh, apparently that was fixed with the fast ROM. I did not know that.
Okay, good. Now one less nightmare to have about soft locking. Okay, so of course the runners are on a 10-minute delay, meaning they were living 10 minutes in the future. Generally, one does not pop into the restream until the race is over here, but Teto is telling us to stop the restream. There's nothing to see here, so we might get to see something embarrassing.
Triple double looks like from Teto. Ooh.
Oh!
2-2-1-1.
Oh no! Okay, chat, look carefully at Tito's screen. You can figure out what went wrong.
Oh no!
He skipped the Moldorm 2 chest! What the 10th Triforce piece?
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no, that feels awful. I'm so sorry, Tito. Oh no.
I completely missed that.
Me too, I mean... I thought, yeah, of course you don't open that, you're in go mode.
You cannot defeat me until you finish your goal.
Oh no! And he has to do the entire climb again to... Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Well, Tito, you raced very well. You got that hook shot. You came from behind. This was your race, and unfortunately, that is gonna. They might use this in teachable moments for cross hunt runners. Oh no.
That is unfortunate.
Oh no. Well, he's going back for another try at least, not giving up.
Alright, Jesse with the goal cleared is gonna go here. Okay, I was wondering if it would have been the Barbacoa Burrito comment when I made that reference earlier, but it looks like it was still about food, regardless.
Well, this cannon fight's gonna be trivial for Jesse. Gold sword, silver arrows.
Yeah, What is there to say?
I mean, you know, it happens. Sometimes, you know, you're thinking about the next thing you need to do and you just muscle memory skipping a chest that you're pretty sure you don't need.
Yeah, that is probably the epitome of autopilot moment right there.
Yeah, and like you said, this is best of 3, so there are still potentially 2 races for Tito to come back and take this series.
But there we go, folks. GG's to Jesse, Radical Sniper 99. He does not realize how lucky he got, I don't think, and he probably will mention it when we come into the call.
He is going to finish with an official time of 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 26 seconds.
And Tito immediately forfeits afterwards. And we are now joined by Jesse Radical Sniper. GG's to you.
GG.
GG.
And we're joined by Teto.
GG, my sincerest condolences, but this was an exciting race right up till that happened.
Ooh, I can't remember. GG, Jesse.
GG.
So there are a couple things to point out here. So Teto, just so you're aware, we did eventually see what was on the Zora ledge. That was actually a Desert Big, and it was a Vanilla Desert Small. So there was that option for you as well.
I never played. Where? What? Zora Ledge?
Desert
No,
Small.
Zora,
no,
not
Desert,
Zora Ledge.
Oh, it's Zora. Okay. Yeah, it was like I did play Zora Ledge, right? But I just decided to skip Zora forever. So yeah, I wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I went back to it. I was
Okay.
like,
My brain is still a little bit slow at the moment. So yeah.
Yeah.
The whole scene was like, whatever, slow. you get the Eastern play, and of course you get the bow like 2 minutes after, and you don't want to go back just for the Triforce piece, and then you suddenly skip the hookshot for a long time until you realize that the turtle walk front has to lead to the lonely floating island. So deciding to go back there at some point, getting the boots, pretty nice. And I think that's this point it was like, yeah, you have all entrances, so you just need one big key for either port or what was the other dungeon? Whatever dungeon. Turtle Walk, yeah.
Yeah, Turtle
So-
Rock Big would have been nice at some point.
Yeah. So I knew it's like 25% the big key on floating might be for TR, and if not, then if I have to play GT anyway, there's a high chance to get one of the two remaining big keys instead of searching for the big key for desert and the small key for desert.
Yeah, and to your credit, Tito, you did find that hookshot a lot earlier than Jesse did. And you also found that flute a lot earlier because you stole that small key out of desert.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I'll-
had like a lot of games, so Jesse, in which like people did the steal, and this was like possible to do from the Link's house check, just going right to desert. So
Yeah.
I went for it.
As soon as I found Hook for Go, I got real scared because I was like, my mistake was after I got the boots, I went out onto Floating Island and I was like, cool. I'm really glad we went to the front of TR. And then I was like, Spiral Cave or Hookshot Cave, Mimic Cave, Spike Cave. And my dingus brain said, go to Spiral Cave. You never did that for an hour and a half. That's clearly the right play. And then it was a compass. And I was like, and then I got the hookshot later. I was like, that's not what I wanted to see. I could have beat GT a lot earlier. I could have been in Go a lot sooner. Like, this was a hover seed, too, if you don't find that hookshot even. Like, there's options, for sure.
Yeah, I was glad that I got the hook before the boots, because yeah, this would open so much more up and be like hovering and whatever-ish thing. So I was kind of happy to get the hook, but I still knew like there has to be something behind that right now.
Yeah. I mean, I was really happy with the hammer. I was like, good thing I beat Eastern before ever finding Hera, because Hera Basement would have been an absolute last back of the mind check. I never would have gone back to that. So I was really happy that I had that small when I found the hammer.
Yeah, and also minor shoutouts to the blue cane being on PED. That was the last Y item we never found. Everything else was accounted for except for the fourth shield. Or the third shield, rather.
Yeah, at some point I was like, yeah, go back for Eastern just for the Triforce, and then maybe that one lonely check at Mimic Cave, and wasn't there somewhere a shop where I can buy a red potion to at least play Spy Cave if I'm there? So yeah, never found a shop again. Delayed everything.
But yeah, unfortunately having you, Tito, but you at least have another game here, or in the second round, to try to even things up here.
Oh yeah, will be another fun one. Do you know what to play or which mode?
Let's go with 80 keys for Friday.
Yay, more 80 keys.
Yay!
Got experience after tomorrow, so this is at least I don't have to open the stupid chest on top of the mountains, on top of the towers. It's like, yeah,
No,
skip
that's gonna be CT2.
No, I'm skipping that one. It's decided for sure. If Ganon wasn't vanilla at some point, it was like, so yeah, cool. You can go back to port. I played port instead of whatever you did. Desert, I think I saw at the screen. So I could just rush port and go back to GT right after, just to
No, I
climb.
didn't do Swamp.
Oh yeah, I was.
Since Hook was my go, that was the one that I could have done that I was like, no. I got the hook, and then I was like, you're gonna beat Desert immediately, because that's your quick, that's your mirror out, you're done.
Yeah,
And then it was right to GT, so.
okay. Yeah, it totally makes sense if you already have all the keys for those dungeons. I was glad that I was looking for TR first, the GT first, before going into port, because I knew I just want to rush it. Maybe, or just rush later on Turtle Walk would have been even quicker. So I was looking for which key I get first.
Yeah, I found GT before Pod, so I got that Pod big key, and then found Pod and with all the keys, and I was like, cool. Full clear pod, first trip. I'm happy.
Yeah, absolutely. I just did like 4 keys or 3, but I think I had just 2 entrances left, and it had to be pod and GT. So I went.
See, I hadn't found Meyer yet.
Yeah,
Meyer was the last location.
I could like combine everything pretty nicely. Like, oh yeah, there's the hookshot. Then I'm playing TR, get the key, get hookshot cave, just right in front of swamp. If I exit the other side of hook, and just get the red bomb there because I have like 3 dungeons never saw and like only 4 entrances. So yeah, whatever. So I just took the red bomb and over to Maya. So yeah,
And
pretty nice.
yeah, and to your credit, Jesse, you could have turned in that super bomb for a while, but that was going to be a really long walk without that flute.
Yeah, there was no way in any universe that I am taking a red bomb from bottom of bumper to pyramid without a flute. That is just absolutely like, that is the last thing on my mind to do. And I was like, as soon as I found that Link's House Bonkrocs were not Meyer, I was like, yeah, no. And then I go to Desert for that small key. I'm like, if this is Desert small, this is good. And then I find the flute from that, and I'm like, okay, we'll do Big Bomb. We'll do that now. Like, that's reasonable at this point. I can live with that play. Knowing that it's Meyer and it's like, I still hadn't found TR4. So I never got the logic for boots.
Oh. I got it from somewhere, sometimes, anywhere.
I mean, I'm gonna guess, it's locked behind hookshot, so, like...
Not logically, I think I did nothing hookshot locked. I
mean,
think I had 4 keys.
Swamp Palace would have been in logic with just that hammer, the hammer, so it wouldn't have required TR4, so I'm gonna guess Swamp had it?
I wasn't really happy about Swamp, to be honest. I think the only item I found was my first bottle at the left side. But it could have been a small key for TR. Yeah, pretty likely. But at this point, it's like, yeah, another small key. Oh yeah, the front might be in logic at some point. Yeah, cool. So nothing you really want to check immediately.
Yeah.
Well, GG's to both of you for the good race here. Although...
GG's for Jesse for being the better player at this point, absolutely.
Oh, no, GG's. Like,
to collect the goals, so this is totally a deserved win.
I looked at this series because I was like, who am I getting this round? And then, you take down Ahab, so I'm like, okay, let's take a look. And I was like, let's see, we had the same record out of groups. We were separated by 4 spots in quals. Our scores are super close. You look at what we've each been doing in the last few months, it's like, we were both made Gigatational. Yeah. You're in the finals for Gigatational right now. Like, good luck with that one tomorrow.
Oh, thank you.
So like, it's, you look, and I'm sure people saw like the 16-17 matchup. It's like, I don't know who's gonna win this, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was such a close race. I just heard like, back and forth, and I had to come back because I got a few items later, but still were raceable and with the knowledge of maybe just getting 1 key and just closing up the gap. So it was like 3 rooms behind in GT, so really great race, and would have been a really close finish, but yeah, it would have been. And the next games maybe will, so I'm looking forward to those.
Same.
Alright, and you heard it for your folks, they were going to be trying to do this on Friday here. As far as today goes, this is going to be the last race we have for you in terms of the Link's Fest tournament. Our next race on the schedule is going to be at 4:10 p.m. Restream is currently to be determined, but that will be a cross-hunt between Gamachu and Plasma Kappa in the second round of the competition of this tournament. And of course, make sure to follow our two racers here for putting an excellent race for us today. Why did I say commentators? Probably because I was thinking about shouting out Blue Link for commentating this race. Good catch there, B. Thank you. Shout outs to our 2 trackers, Fishing View and Mate Occurred, for keeping those items up to date for you and keeping us honest up here in the booth. And make sure to follow SpeedGaming 2 through 6 so you don't miss any racing action, not just the ALTTPR Randomizer tournament. And if we have some extra time and some extra races available, we sometimes host a few races over on the ALTTPR Randomizer and its subsidiary channels as well. But that's going to do it for us here, folks. So for all of us here at A Link to Vast Randomizer, I have been Wolfling0370. We shall see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Have a good day, everyone.